Peace. So I want to talk to y'all today about the Palo Mayombe black magic and how it works, how the spells work. I can't particularly talk to you about Palo Mayombe. I don't want to talk to you about Palo Mayombe. I don't teach my Palo Mayombe, not on the internet at least. But I do want to talk to y'all about Palo Mayombe and how it works, and the different methods in which one can use an nganga to work on a person. This particular video is going to focus on a particular type of curse that can be performed with an nganga. This particular type of curse is a curse that came to my attention when my enemies tried to perform it upon me. And basically, what this particular type of curse is designed to do is it is designed to send a muerto to attack you every time you perform a particular action. So let's say, for instance, if I feed my ganga, then maybe Kobayende will come and attack me. Or if I break up a particular egun, then Kobayende will come and attack me. Or if I have sex, then Lukankazi will send Kobayende to attack me. We have a particular term that I use in this house for those particular type of curses. I'm not going to say it here so that my enemies cannot block me in detecting these particular types of curses, because I learned this particular type of curse from my enemies. But me, in my ingenuity, re-engineered this particular type of curse to work for my clients. So that when their boyfriend decides to go and fuck another chick, Mama Chola will go to attack him. Or when an enemy of a client decides to go and get spiritual work done on my client, Lukankazi will go and attack them. This is a technique that my enemies thought that they could work on me. But me being who I am, there's nothing they can do that can stop me. There's nothing they can do that I don't know about. So, one of my enemies, he often likes to post online, let me see what you can do with your nganga. Let me see what you can do with your prenda. Because he thinks that I don't know what he's doing. I know everything he's doing. Everything. Fail-safes have been put into place to offset all of the energy and force that he is putting into trying to destroy me. This community is so toxic. But what you got to understand is that we work with the spirits of the dead. And when the spirit of the dead attaches itself to an individual's aura, okay, or an individual's ori, which I'm going to make another video about how we manipulate an individual's ori to do what we want them to do. Another technique that I learned from my enemies, before they think that they can control my ori, or they think that they can control the ori of the people around me. Foolish people. What fools these mortals be. But again, we will make another video about that. I may put that on my Patreon. I'm right now. I'm producing. All the people that are signing up to my Patreon are being patient because I'm producing some really good content that um, that's really going to go into detail about some really advanced things. Um, and because of it, I may raise the price of my Patreon. I may raise the price of the Patreon. So if you want, you might as well click the link in the description and join now because the price may go up. And the reason why the price may go up is because the information that I'm putting in there, I know that the enemy is going to try to join my Patreon so he can find out what it is that I'm teaching and what it is that I know. Okay? So I want to discourage them from joining as much as possible. If they want to pay me to spy on me, then so be it. But when an individual sends an Nganga to attack a particular target, the Nganga is consecrated to a particular element or natural force. For example, Setirayo or Nsasi. He is consecrated to the fire, right? It's consecrated to the fire element. Mamachola is consecrated to the river, which is a water element. Madre de Agua is consecrated to the water or to the ocean or the water element. Olokun is also, or Kalunga is also consecrated to the deepest part of the ocean, but also the water element. Centella Ndoki is consecrated to the cemetery, or the gates of the cemetery specifically, depending upon which path of Centella Ndoki that you possess or that you receive. There are also versions of Centella Ndoki that actually look over the cemetery, meaning they watch over all of the dead in the cemetery. Um, so you have these different Nkisi, which are basically a dead person and an Impungo brought together into one energy, called an Nkisi. An Impungo is like an Orisha. The dead person is like an ancestor, but not necessarily an ancestor. Through consecration and ritual, as an Ngangulero, we are able to bring these two energies together, boom, into one energy known as an Nkisi. So the individual who possesses Nganga is known as Tata Nkisi. Okay? All right? So when that Nkisi attaches itself to an individual, it is operating from as a dead person with the power of a particular element. Okay? So it's not going to manifest immediately all the time. It can manifest immediately, but depending upon the individual's ori, depending upon the strength of the individual's aura, depending upon certain things, that energy may or may not be able to affect that person immediately. Sometimes it may take a week, sometimes it may take a month, sometimes it may take a year for a muerto to be able to influence a person to achieve its mission that it was sent out to do. Okay? So what we have began to do, because what we learned from our enemy is the ability to um, use these particular type of curses which activate when a particular person performs an action, right? This is something that, like I said, my enemies attempt to perform upon me. They attempt to perform curses that work when we perform a particular action. I thought it was nice though. I said, damn, that's pretty creative. You know what I'm saying? And but it has no power over us. It has no power over the people involved. Um, who these people are sending these things at. Because once you become aware of these things, then of course, if you have the ability to work with Nganga, then you can take care of it. But this is just a short video. I wanted to keep it around 10 minutes, so I'm not going to go deep into a lot of things. If you want to get deeper discussions into things, then you might want to join the Patreon because in the coming week, I'm about to really start dropping a lot of content on there. We're going to start going live on there. I don't think I'm going to be going live anymore on YouTube. I will be going live on Patreon where people can ask me questions and learn directly from me. But just know that we have the ability now to be able to automate your spiritual work, meaning that, remember in the last video, I talked about sending out a spirit to attack a person or attack your target every day or every for 21 days. Now we have it where, because my enemies wanted to curse me with what we would consider to be, I can't say the word, but I don't want to say what we label it as because I don't want them to use that word and that work against me. But we know that they send spirits that send spirits. Okay. So basically we put a muerto on your target so that every time that they do something, and specifically another muerto is sent to attack them or sent to work on them. Okay. And this makes it so that the work can manifest faster. Okay. It will manifest over a period of time, but it will absolutely manifest because we don't have to watch over the work at this point. All we got to do is just put these spirits in place and then let them be. And they will, every time you're, like, for example, I'll give you all an example. Your boyfriend cheating on you. Every time he pick up his phone to contact another chick, a muerto will be sent to work on him, to do a specific task. That's how these particular type of curses work. Okay, so I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. I appreciate everybody that works with me. And click the link in the bottom of the video to book a consultation or a reading. Also, click the link in the bottom of the video if you want to join the Patreon so you can enjoy my lives, because I'm gonna start going live regularly on Patreon. All right, peace.